Hello Gemini and welcome to my channel. Those birds are really loud. Welcome to my channel, GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your reading for September the 16th through to the 30th. And we are moving from Virgo season into Libra season, fellow air sign. So we've got 10 of Acorns, responsibility and dedication. Okay, something might be coming in that you are now being given the responsibility for, or you've been asked to step into some sort of more responsible role. I actually feel that this is nice, you know, the little donkeys looking at it going, you know, I love this and I want to kind of nurture it and look after it. So I actually feel like this is a happy responsibility. Sometimes responsibilities can be burdensome, but it's kind of like you're dedicating yourself to something here, which is going to be, I feel like it brings joy. A sense of warmth and joy, which is actually really nice. So let's see. And it feels like, you know, something, yeah, it just feels like something that kind of needs your shine. It needs your sun. It needs your, when I say sun, I mean your vibrance, your radiance. I'm kind of just getting your light is what I'm getting here. So we've got what's shifting and changing, High Priest, Venus, Taurus, Moon. This is about responsibilities, commitment. So there's something new that you're either recommitting to and you're happy about it and you're like, yep, I'm happy to kind of step into this. There's almost like a maturity that comes through with it. Or it's like, you know, you've taken on something else, you know, you've got a new commitment that's coming in that you're wanting to be responsible for. So your commitments are changing is what's happening with the High Priest, and it can be messages from your soul coming in around that, which is really interesting. So either you're recommitting to something that you're already maybe committing deeper to something that you already got around as a commitment, or a new commitment is coming through. So, yes, Mercury is going into retrograde, your ruler, which is why it's like, you know, you might be finding yourself doing things twice, or people from the past returning. It could be also, you know, the usual reevaluation, revisit. But also sometimes, you know, people find it hard to communicate. You know, there's can be technical errors and things like that happen with this. But I'm kind of just getting that it's going to be good when the Mercury energy goes back into Virgo, which is the earth energy, and it's going to, so it's moving from Libra into Virgo, back into Virgo. And it's like an idea that you've been working on with somebody else is kind of starting to ground down and get organized. And this is where I feel like when it hits that Virgo energy and goes back into Virgo, it's kind of like this is a new commitment for you, or a dedication to something. You're going to really dedicate yourself to this idea or this person or whatever this is in your life. The Six of Pentacles, okay. So something's been rebalanced where it just feels like it hasn't been resonating. So much happening here. Every single card here has been a pentacle. The Acorns is, well, actually that's fire, sorry. I'm just like, that's fire. But you've got fire and the rest of it's all earth at this moment in time. So Three of Pentacles, look at all these pentacles. So I really do feel like this is something on the earthly realm, whether it comes to material possessions, it can be a relationship, it can be something dedicating to do with your work or a project or something that to do with your money and home. So and even your health, you know. So your Page of Wands, you've kind of got a bit excited about that in the recent past. But yeah, you're taking it on. Look at you go. My goodness, you're the Knight of Wands, the Three of Wands, and we have an outcome, the Two of Swords. What are you uncertain about? Moving forward. Oh, okay. All right. The Wheel of Fortune. This could end up being bigger than what you're thinking, or more transformative than what you're potentially thinking right now. And I think along the way, you're going to see that. And then you're going to be like, oh, whoa, boy, do I want to keep going down this path? But then I feel like, well, yeah, you will. You'll dedicate yourself to this. Yes, the Wheel of Fortune coming in as the main energy. Something's expanding. This is the card of luck and potentially, you know, a shift and change of fortune, which is actually really nice. So I also wanted to let you know, Gemini, that this reading is for Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising. Always recommend to watch all three of your placements if you know where they are, because they give you the kind of a fuller picture of what's going on for you. And this is a general reading, Gemini. Just take what feels right and leave the rest. And if it does really resonate, there will be an extended reading, and the link for that will be in the description box below. And the link to any of my services are also in the description box below. So we've got the Six of Pentacles. This is a situation. Something's on the material realm's been a little bit out of balance or is in the need for balance to be restored. It's crossed by the Five. Okay, so something has been lacking. Maybe you just haven't been receiving what it is that you need, or maybe something just hasn't been resonating here. So balance does need to be restored, which I do. I do actually feel like this is something you've already working. Now that we've kind of pulled all the rest of the cards out, it feels like it's already at this pretty halfway stage here, because the fact we've got the 5 and 6s, it's already pretty established. I would say the energy around this thing that you are dedicating yourself to, it's just something's not quite right with it, but it just needs a little bit of an adjustment or a reevaluation, restoration of the balance to kind of get it back to where you want it to get to, which is this 10, It's at the 5 and 6 at the moment. So it's kind of, teetering on that where to next. Is it going to kind of this needs to expand and grow, this energy in your life at this moment in time. So the High Priest Taurus can represent, marriage. It is the card of marriage as well, traditions, institutions, so anything to do with that. But yeah, the 10 of Pentacles is in your conscious mind, this is it going to reach the 10? Is it going to make it to this point where we can see, there's a legacy or a sense of achievement or a sense of stability and security that comes through with it? How stable is it at this moment in time? So, and at the base, you've got the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so it's kind of somewhere between the 3 and the 5 and the 6. So it's reasonably early days to middle of the where you think it could be in terms of the place. But at the base, the 3 of Pentacles is about value. And with all this Taurus energy, it's about what you value, the values that you have in your life, and who do you value, and how much do you value this commitment in your life? And do you want to rededicate yourself to it, or where are you at with it? That's the big question with the 3 of Pentacles. And so I do feel like that with this at the base, this is about your self-worth and value. And it's actually a really nice placement to come through with that, because it feels like there's something here that you highly value, or you're feeling very valued within a situation that you're dedicating yourself to, which is really lovely. The 3 of Pentacles is, it can be a collaborative energy. It could be other people, like there could be productivity. It could be a group project of some sort. You could be working on this with other people. It could be to do with like your skills and gifts and abilities. Do you need to kind of bring more to the table or learn more? Or is there something that do you want to, it's just like looking at that. What is it that you have to offer this situation as well that's coming in? So in the recent past, we've got the Page of Wands. So it's like, were you looking at something new or thinking about injecting new energy into this, or just, maybe doing something totally differently? It just feels like you're open to getting excited, or, open to new discoveries and new paths has come in with this Page of Wands. And it's got you thinking about some of the big commitments in your life at this moment in time. So in the near future, we see the Chariot. So this is where it's like, right, Chariot wants to take on something big here, and we're seeing this, that it's like, right, I'm sticking with this and I'm taking this on. If there's been any kind of conflict or something hasn't been working, feels like people might be heading in different directions, or energies are heading in different directions, I'm pulling everything back into a clear focus, pulling the energies of separation back into unity, and it's feeling successful as a result. So yeah, fantastic. The Chariot could also be, where you're moving, for some of you who are thinking about moving house. So you are presenting as the Knight of Wands. So this is like, it starts off with the page in the recent past, this little spark is not going away. And so it gets to the point where you're like, right, I'm really motivated to do something about this now. This little motivational idea or new direction, or just something you've discovered even that came in, and you're like, right, I've discovered something and I could maybe apply it to this situation. So this is where you're ready for positive shifts and change, you're kind of like taking action here, which feels really fantastic. So, yeah, in terms of the energy around you, the Six of Swords, this is a card of transition, insight, moving into a place of peace. It's a move. You're transitioning and moving at this moment in time with an energy. So, like I said, with this in the Chariot, this could be quite literally moving home for some of you, but not necessarily for all of you. And it's like wherever it is that this thing that's kind of at a midway point in its kind of lifespan or where it can get to, it's now transitioning and moving. So I feel like through the sheer willpower, you're actually going to get this to the next stage, the next level. So the Six of Swords can represent travel as well. Maybe there's travel, opportunities for travel around, opportunities to move, opportunities to transition. And it's kind of good because this feels like quite a heavy, solid thing. It doesn't move. It's a bit it's hard to get it to change and move, this energy, quite literally. And that's why the Six of Swords is good, because there's an opportunity here for things to start, for things to shift and move, even if it is kind of slowly. So we have, as your hopes and fears, the Three of Wands. This is, yeah, you've put some things out there, you're waiting for some results, waiting for your ships to come back in. So, yeah, potentially seeing if this is successful or not. And then you might be actually getting, some really positive results with the Three of Wands. So this is where it's kind of like, as an outcome, you go, ooh, this is all happening pretty fast, and now I'm not sure about it, because it all moved really a lot quicker than I thought, because usually this is quite a slow moving thing. But with the Six of Swords there, something inside your mind is now enabling this to move faster than it normally would, at a pace that it normally would kind of progress into a new energy. And so it's like, oh, it's all happening so fast. And do I want to put the brakes on this, or am I having second thoughts, or am I indecisive about it at this moment in time? Because there's just a lot, it's shifted and changed a lot. But then we've got the Death card, which is kind of like you can't go backwards. You can't, once it's moved, it's like moving a huge, one of those huge liner ships, those big cruise ships that, once they start moving, you can't, stop that direction. You can't go, oh, sorry, we want to go back that way now. It's kind of like, no, it's heading this way. And that's what this Death card is. We can see this Knight of Swords is heading the opposite direction, going, can I just change my mind here? And the Death card's going, no, we're moving forward. Spirit's taking you forward. This is transformative. And really at that point, you're going to realize, well, I'm going to dedicate myself to this because it is right for me. It's just that little part of you that wants to escape and run away from it and go, oh, this is bigger than what I was thinking. But the Death card is going, no, this is a transformative energy, and it's pulling you along. So transformation of a big commitment in your life is bringing this lovely sense of dedicating yourself to it, which is really beautiful, or a rededication. So let's see. Let's pull an affirmation card for you, Gemini, and see what's coming through around it. So it says, I love my body. Okay. A lot might be happening. Like, I feel like there's just, with all this earth energy, this is part of the way to kind of, there's a lot going on inside your mind. The other thing with the Knight of Swords is the Gemini energy as well. So there might be like two different directions that this could be heading in, but there's one really solid direction that is transformative, and one you're not sure about. Trust the one that feels right, that it feels like it's a big change, but it is actually, bringing this lovely transformation that comes with it. And so because there's so much going on through your mind, the best way to kind of work with this energy, because it's a lot of earth energy here, very much connected to the earthly realm, your possessions, your home, your health, your money, all that sort of stuff. This is where the best way to kind of work through what's going through your head is through body work and just connecting into your body, that mind-body connection, which is going to really help it. So it says, I create peacefulness in my mind, and my body reflects the peacefulness as perfect health. So I think that's a come back to your body, ground back down if you're feeling a little bit like, whoa, what's going on inside your mind? Because there's a lot transitioning and moving at this moment in time. So let's pull And this could quite literally be messages around your health coming in as well, but it feels like there's a positive shift. Okay, let's pull a charm. We have interestingly, this is, yeah, it's very Saturnian, the tree. The tree represents family, like family tree, it represents growth, but it's got the circle around it, which means there's been some kind of restrictions around the growth. Or the Saturnian energy is it's time to kind of be responsible for something as well and take on more responsibilities, or more something's wanting you to dedicate yourself more to it. So it is kind of, like I said, I'm getting a lot of Saturnian energy of wanting you to do the work with something that the universe really does want you to work with. And the more you work with it, the more it's going to transform your life. So that is the energy that's coming through. That's the reading, Gemini. So I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now, because I kind of find this funny, this little Knight of Swords trying to go in the opposite direction again, and then the Death card's going, no, we're going this way. So let's see where the Death card's taking you, okay, where Spirit is taking you, where this journey is going. Let's go into the near future and the future beyond. We'll delve a little bit deeper and see if there's any other energies around you need to know about. And we're also going to ask the best way to manage and work with this energy, because we've got that Mars in Gemini in your sign, and it is going to go into a retrograde cycle. It's going to want to pull you back and into a couple of different directions. So it's just about managing that energy and really finding the right path with it. So there could be some good insight into the best way to manage that. So that's all in extended reading. Love it if you come over. The link is in the description box below. And yeah, this is very Mars in Gemini energy, this and this. You know, we're heading in two different directions. What's happening here? So yeah, the link is in the description box below. Love it if you come over. I usually pin the link to the comments as well, and also the link to my other services in terms of healings and the tarot readings is in the description box below as well. So take care. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, because I love hearing your comments, and all the likes and subscribes helps with the growth of the channel. And please take care. And goodbye from George. Finally, he chimed in. So, and take care, Gemini.